Hey everyone, so I'm going to do a quick trade recap for this week. So I want to quickly go over 3 trades that were taken this week. So we had some SPY calls, some Q puts, and then some Mara calls. And then also I did call out NVIDIA. I completely forgot to add that in. So I'll go over that as well. But anyways, so Monday morning, I believe around 7 a.m., I want to say. So I'm looking at the 30-minute chart. Obviously, when I was in these trades, I was looking at the 5 minutes. So I believe sometime around in this candle, entered that trade. Didn't get exactly the volume I was expecting. Obviously, happy with 45% there. I was expecting a little bit more of a bounce, kind of like what happened on Tuesday. That's what I was expecting to happen. But we kind of had some sort of little downtrend pre-market. This is pre-market. We were kind of, and from Friday as well, we were kind of just looking a little bit bearish pre-market. Sorry, I got distracted for a second there. Basically, though, I did end up entering these calls because we were holding this heavy support area, not really breaking below it at all. So I want to say around 7:20. So somewhere in this candle, this is the 7 a.m. candle. We entered those, sold sometime within this 7:30 candle over here. I don't have the exact times, obviously, but basically just a textbook setup. I also looked for volume and call volume coming in on that to see, are we actually going to get a bounce from here, or are we going to chop around, determine that we were going to get a bounce. Again, not exactly the bounce I was hoping to see, but nonetheless, 45%, still a good trade. Next trade, QQQ puts on Wednesday, I believe that was. Yeah, so that was the 20th. That was on Wednesday. Let's see. Okay. Exactly what time was... Okay, so so I probably alerted these around pretty close to market open. I would say around 6:50 I alerted these. If I actually looked in my chat, I would be able to find the exact, the exact time I called it out. But anyways, another basic textbook setup. We were just getting downside. Again, I was looking at puts coming in this time. Heavy amount of puts were coming in on Qs. And we ended up breaking below 500 at first. Specifically 501, which was my key level. We didn't end up holding below it for a little bit. If you were looking at the 5-minute time frame, right now I'm looking at the 30-minute, so we did enter within this 6:30 candle, closer to like 6:50 a.m., which is where we ended up kind of holding below 501 area. And once we kind of got that hold below 501, I knew below 500 was coming. I didn't think Qs was going to be staying down for that long, so this was a quicker trade. I probably stayed in it for about 10 minutes at most. I don't have the exact percent. I guess I ended up just writing down con prices. So contracts originally entered for around $1, and I know I cut some of mine around 130 and I held on. Like right here, if you held runners, they went all the way to 190 a con. So that was pretty good. And then we did end up reversing. I believe, I sold quickly into this candle for sure. If it wasn't in this candle, I don't know the exact time frames, around 499 areas when I sold. And then ended up holding runners, I believe, into higher 498 area. Next trade was Mara 23 puts, and those were taken on Thursday, the 22nd. or is that the 21st? Sorry. Yeah, the 21st. Today is the 22nd. Anyways, exactly what time did I? Okay, yeah. So I entered these again also close to market open, which is where I usually place all my trades. This one again was for around 45%. I guess I'm quick with those numbers. I didn't again with this one I didn't get exactly what I was expecting for. I know it was going against the trend with Bitcoin, but for some reason miners weren't really giving us that crazy upside we had been hoping for. So I kind of saw the opportunity. We were getting some downside along with at that specific moment Bitcoin was also getting some downside as well. So I believe I entered somewhere in the 630 candle, I would say probably around 645, and ended up holding, I believe, to around 23. I know, yeah, we entered these around higher 24, probably around 2460. I entered these, if it wasn't like 2420 area. But yeah, once again, just regular setup, saw selling happen. But this is a little bit of a different case since Mara trades with Bitcoin. So I personally was sitting there watching Bitcoin while I had called this out. So anyways, and then Nvidia, which I forgot to write down, but I also called that out on Thursday. The 21st, I want to say I ended up calling it around, let's see, around these candles. Okay, so first, we bounced from this specific support zone, and then I didn't end up entering until around like these, I would say 9:30, almost 10 a.m. is when I actually entered, because I did see that we were kind of consolidating and chopping around. And Nvidia, after earnings, this was the day after earnings, they kind of got a sell-off. I wouldn't call it a sell-off. I mean, Nvidia really didn't move that much on earnings, but anyways, yeah, so Nvidia, not really exactly what I expected from earnings, but I believe they got downside that they shouldn't have gotten downside for, and we did need to see some sort of bounce there. So again, holding that key support level. And then these were, I believe they were 150 calls, actually expiring for next Friday. I know I have the con prices, I literally remember we entered for around 130 a contract, and these ran up to 260. So that was a pretty nice trade. But again, I mean, easy setups. I watch specific things. I don't watch 10, 20 different stocks at once. I watch based off, Nvidia earnings. What are they going to do after earnings? That's always a good play, is finding a stock after their earnings and, figuring out where price is going to go. Same with Mara, watch with Bitcoin, Q's SPY, just regular support resistance there. But yeah, those were the actual 4 trades, not 3 trades, 4 trades that were taken this week. I did not alert anything this week that was a losing trade, so actually pretty good. I didn't even realize that until literally right now. So all trades that were alerted this week were winners. Amazing. But anyways, let me know if you guys have any questions. I just wanted to film this quick trade recap.